OverKnight here with the no bullshit review of Persona 5. And man, what a review I have for you. But first, trying to get to 100 subscribers, so got a giveaway going. You can win either Ratchet & Clank on PS4 or Divinity Original Sin on Xbox One. And if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. I put out new content every week. First thing up, graphics. What a delight this game is on the eyes. While every other developer is trying to go hyper-realistic, Atlus decided to go highly stylized. And honestly, I would choose stylized every time. The color palette is bright and vibrant, and it's sitting at a rock solid 1080p at 30 frames a second that never ever dips. Such a delight to ingest this right through your cornea, right from the start, with the anime cutscenes all the way down to the menus. This game is just a joy to look at for hours on end. There was a lot of love put into this game, and you can tell just by the menu system. Holy shit, it is the most pleasing thing to see devs take the time to make menus look great and function well. Just look at them.
Look at them.
Hot damn. Menus aside, the graphics are flashy as well. Such style. I can't stress enough how cool this game looks. Moving on to music.
Wake up, get up there. Raise your voice, I guess, like yours. Feed around the fire. Like a strawberry would just imagine you're
Just as in Persona 4, the music is very upbeat, off-putting at first if you are not used to hearing something like it. It's a pop-inspired soundtrack that fits very well into this universe. At first you will be thinking, what the fuck is this? Then, 15 hours in, you'll be singing along like an ADD-ridden toddler asking to watch the same episode of SpongeBob for the 80th time in a row. Up next, sound. It's as expected. Not amazing, but still very good. Persona attacks sound as you would think, and guns sound like guns. Voice acting is really good, considering I only recognized Satima from One Punch Man as Ryuji. Still, they all do their respective jobs well. As with any JRPG, though, you will have that one annoying as hell voice.
what a meowvelous and beautiful girl!
But honestly, it wouldn't be a JRPG without one. So, I kind of forgive it. Gameplay. To the untrained eye, it looks like a traditional turn-based battle system, but it's so much more than that. Sure, it's turn-based, but the tradition stops right there. Everyone and every enemy has a weakness, and it can be exploited. If you so happen to use said strong attack, you get one more turn. The attack the enemy is weak against knocks them to the ground. That said, if you can knock down every enemy on screen, you can do what is called an all-out attack. The whole party joins in on them to kick them while they are down, doing massive damage. Too cool having your whole crew jumping some asshole for talking shit to your bro. One of the coolest things Persona as a series does is how you summon your persona. In Persona 3, you shoot yourself in the head. In Persona 4, you destroy a card and it appears. Well, in Persona 5, you rip a mask right off your face, revealing the true persona to attack. It's pretty sweet. While in previous Persona entries, the dungeons were procedurally generated, Persona 5's main dungeons are not. And to me, that's a good thing, because they are filled with more details and just generally look better. When there is more thought put into something, it generally turns out better, and I feel that is exactly what has happened here. However, there still are random dungeons involved here, but they are side missions. They are not bad, but you can tell what ones are tailored and what ones are random. Persona 5 went more modern when entering dungeons as well. In Persona 4 back in 2008, you entered by crawling through a TV. Back then it was, modern. In Persona 5 there is a phone app, fitting for this day and age if you ask me. What happens if I whoop up on the enemies really bad? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you beat them into a pulp, sometimes they beg for mercy. They might give you an item, money, or perhaps join your side and fight as a persona with you. And Atlas brought some Shin Megami Tensei spice into Persona. Just as in those games, sometimes you can have a chat with various monsters, negotiate well enough, and they too might join your fight. The more, the merrier, considering Persona Fusion. Mix and match any and all to make bigger and badder personas to kick some serious ass. The Velvet Room is where you will be spending the time crafting the most devastating monsters for your arsenal. And the way you do it is fucking awesome. You execute them. You just chop their heads off. How much cooler can that be? Now, outside of the dungeons, you are a high school student. You will need to attend school, hang with friends, eat food, go to work, take up an after-school sport, science club, go to the library, do your homework, all while managing your normal day-to-day routines. Sounds crappy, right? Well, maybe, but I had tons of fun doing these because it raises your confidant level, which in turn raises the fusion level your personas can achieve. And trust me when I say you want to raise your confidant levels. Sounds super stupid, but it is an engaging way to learn about the lore of the world and getting to know and fall in love with the people that inhabit it. But everything is time sensitive. If you choose to go to basketball practice after school, you might be missing out on a valuable time to spend with your bro. Or maybe you might get more out of the practice. You just never know. And therein lies the replayability of this huge game. You're looking at 80 plus hours on your first playthrough. If you want to experience everything, it's going to take some dedication and time. Let's talk negatives. I only found 2. First things up is the lack of NPC variety. When roaming Tokyo, everyone outright looks the same. I found 4 to 5 different looking NPCs, and that's it. It's really weird. And the second is there is a mega ass ton of loading screens. They are never long, just frequent. Just one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Well, you get it. Moving on. Story. It's a unique way of storytelling as far as the series goes. You start off in an interrogation room and you are answering questions. It goes back and forth between that and your life. So it turns out you saw a girl potentially about to be raped. So naturally, as a good citizen, you try and stop it. In that process, you startle him, and he ends up hurting himself. Well, that asshole decides to sue you and fucking wins. Ugh. In turn, you get charged with assault, arrested, and expelled from the school you're in. Your parents find a new school for you to attend and send you away. Now, instead of being praised for the good deed you did, everyone treats you like a piece of Taco Bell diarrhea garbage. Some are even afraid you will lash out again. What a way to start a game, I gotta say. Angry at the fact that no one likes you because you helped? Ah, fuck, man. I won't spoil too much. But there you have it. Persona 5 in a nutshell. A classic yet modern JRPG. This is well worth the $60 price tag. And more game devs need to follow suit. Give us a full, polished game. Here it is. You would be hard-pressed to find something better in 2017 so far. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know if you bought Persona 5 and how you are liking it. Or If you hate it, tell me why. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Persona 5, and as always, I'm OverKnight Gamer, and I'm not afraid of the dark.
I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back.
There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself. Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.